Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Pokemon IDZ here, and today is the day after Seattle Regionals. And today I'm going to come in with how I did, what I placed, and what I used. So I used Donphan, the typical Donphan line. Well, not typical Donphan at all. Actually, we don't have Outragers, we don't have Safeguarders, we don't have Wobbuffet, we don't have Float Stones, we don't have any of that stuff. Okay, so we run a 4-4 line of Donphan, 1 Dedenne. I really wish I would have ran 2 Dedenne today because, or no, yesterday, because Linder's Crobat, I went against a fourth of my rounds, probably. We run 4 Hawlucha. 4 Hawlucha worked really well simply because he can just hit hard on all EXs. And he can hit first turn. Not first turn, but I mean like whenever your first turn is. You can start putting damage down on the field. It sets up faster than most decks. We run 3 Switch because another Pokemon I'd like to mention is Robosaur. He acts like a Pokemon, 30 HP. It can be knocked out, but your opponent can't take a prize card for it. So 3 Switch. If your opponent doesn't choose to knock out Robosaur, you can use Switch to preserve them. Professor's Letter. This is an obvious reason. 2 Silver Bangle. I really wouldn't go down on these. I would really add these in your deck. I found myself actually looking for up to 3 at a time because Hawlucha really can abuse the Silver Bangle. Muscle Band. Muscle Band's good for Donphan, Dedenne, and Hawlucha, especially Dedenne in the Landers matchup. 2 VS Seeker. I just don't like playing 3 VS Seeker in this deck. Doesn't seem helpful. But I mean, if you wanted to just to ump up your teammates' grabs, you could. So Focus Sash. This is, I'm pretty sure not a lot of you know what it does, but basically it can only be attached to a fighting Pokemon, and if they would be knocked out and they had full HP, they're left with 10 HP instead. So that's pretty crazy. That's basically so I can wreck twice, which happens a lot, but mainly I used it on Hawlucha, so I could just start attacking twice rather than have to burn through 2 Hawlucha to knock out a single EX. Our energy lineup is 4 strong, 3 DCE, and 5 regular. So that's pretty standard lineup. Let's go over some supporters. Karina lets you grab a fighting type Pokemon and an item card. So it's really good with Hawlucha. When you want to grab Hawlucha, you can grab 1 Hawlucha and then like an item like Silver Bangle or Professor's Letter if you need energy, and just start swinging. Teammates are really good in this deck because Robosub does count as a knocked out Pokemon, so you can practically 6 computer searches in one deck. Basically, you can only play it when your Pokemon has been knocked out, your opponent's last turn, and you can search your deck for up to two cards. So you get 2 cards. Okay, we run 4 Sycamore, 2 Colress. I really don't find N helpful in this deck, and it's a little clunky for it, so when you're Karinaing and teammating for like or entertainment, like you can fill up your bench pretty fast. So that's why I ran this line instead of anything else. 1 Last Standard Trump card helps you get Robosubs back in Hawlucha, mainly. Is Hawlucha just burns through the deck really fast because you can get knocked out really easy, but yeah. 2 Lysander. It's especially helpful when you're going against like a Visiting Genesect deck and they are retreating left and right because they only have 1 retreat because the card's broken. Yeah, lets you bring them out and just knock them out. 3 Fighting Stadium. It's a pretty basic card in any fighting deck, unless you're running like some speed Donphan deck. I don't know why you do that though. You do Scorched Earth, but basically lets you get 20 more damage on the defending EX. And then Silent Lab. This is really good in the Visiting Genesect matchup because it locks down their basic Pokemon's abilities. So then you can't red signal your Donphans or Haluchas or Dedenes out of having to attack a Robosub. Now, let's just go over what there were 6 rounds for senior division, and let's go over what I had. So round 1, win. It was a rogue deck. I basically had explained to him how to play the game and stuff. Win-win. Landorus Bats, that was a win, loss. Basically won the first round because I wrecked early game, knocking out Landorus, and then just he couldn't get anything set up fast enough after that. His Haluchas were useless, so he had to start swinging with Crobat. Yeah, but he eventually did knock me out. Beat me. The game probably could have changed if I had a better start game 2, but hey, what can I do? So a lot of my games I lost game 2, but won game 3. So round 3 was a Landorus Bats, win, loss, win. Basically wrecking early game, and Halucha won. Oh wait. Actually won with a Fanfi. Game 3, they only had a Zubat out, and I tackled for like 70 damage, knocking out Zubat. Pretty crazy. 2 strong energies and a muscle band. And then Primal Kyogre, that's a win-win. I don't know how it was a win-win. That deck should completely obliterate Donphan. But I guess Halucha kind of hung in there. And the Rex were pretty helpful. And then round 5 was a win-loss-win. Toad Malamar. First game I knocked out his Malamar for my third turn, because I couldn't attack first turn, with Halucha, because he has weakness. But some of you are probably thinking, wait, Halucha can't be affected by weakness because of his ability. Well, I had Silent Lab out, so then that shut down Hypnosis, which was really helpful. And then I had a Silver Bango attached with a normal energy, and Malamar knockout. And pretty much he beat me second round. Then I beat him third round. Pretty tough match, pretty close. Yeah. But I don't feel bad. My opponent had like 500 points already. So. And then round 6 was Virgin Toad, win, loss, win. I really didn't have fun during this match because my opponent was like really competitive and wasn't really making conversation. She was just saying like, oh, maybe we should ID round 2. I was like, I don't know if we're going to ID. I beat her first round, and then she beat me second round, and then she was like, round 3, maybe we should ID. I was like, okay, I'll ID if you want to, and then she was like, nah, let's play it out, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, in the middle of round 3, I was pretty much scooping her. She was like, maybe we should ID, do you think you want to ID? And I was just like, no. You asked me to play the deck out, so I played the deck out. Pretty much Silent Lab Halucha won me that match. Shut down the Red Signal and couldn't get anything out. And I went 5-0. No, 5-1. 5 wins, 1 loss, no ties. And I made it into first place in Swiss rounds. And I made it to an 8th place in Top Cut, because I lost my first round. I didn't play this deck in top 8. I played Pyroar. Terrible idea. Well, I mean, I probably should have run it different. But there's the map, there's the regional sign. Now, you know. Let's just look. Where's Glade? There he is. Thanks for watching, guys. Pokemon TCG out. And I want more videos for you to come.